Okay, so we're out in the shop again. It is still raining, so it's looking like we're not going to be able to work on the trailer, like I said. We're going to try and get our plasma cutter up and running. I don't know shit about plasma cutters. I bought this thing off of eBay for like 225 bucks. I think it's a brand, Thulium brand. But I bought it and never actually set it up, so we're going to give it a shot. Maybe we'll learn something together. Give me a sec. Okay, so it looks like I put the leads on at some point or another. I didn't, I'll face it down here, didn't ever set up this, I think it's a pressure regulator, and then I'm thinking I have over there, I have a water separator on my old shitty air compressor that I think I'm going to take off of there and put onto the new, nicer one. Somebody doing burnouts. Ooh, somebody doing a big burnout. Holy shit. Jeez. Holy crap. That guy was really going for it, huh? Okay, we're gonna see what we got here. We got a little bit of hose. If I take off one of the ends here. Okay, you know what I think we're gonna do is we are going to pop it in the vise over here. It's the Nick Mace way to always put things right back into your own way when you gotta do something. Coolio. Alright, so now we have an extra fitting we can use somewhere if we need it. We're just gonna kind of schmoop this into the side of here and we'll be pretty much all set. So let me look here. Actually, that would be a good thing to double check, huh? Which one's in and which one's out? Oh, flow. Okay, so in. Oh, I see. That would have been a dumb idea. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here. There's, for some reason, we've got this little nipple here that I think you're supposed to use this tiny little piece of shit hose on top of, and not an actual quick connect fitting, which kind of blows, to be honest, because I really don't like the idea of this. Maybe it'll come right off, but I'm pretty sure that's actually like inside the machine. I would have to take the machine apart, which I really don't want to do. Yeah, if we throw another one of these guys in there. Okay, back to the original plan, I guess. Sorry, you're not really looking at the project anymore, are you? Okay, so we are going to wrap this up. We'll see if we can get it to run, maybe cut something even. That'd be cool, huh? It'd be nice to have the plasma torch rather than having the angle grinder out all the time. I've been putting a lot of strain on that angle grinder that really shouldn't have been on it. Okay, so I'm thinking if we can go here, I think maybe. Of course, these are Phillips, because why wouldn't they be? Incidentally, all Phillips are also just very small flatheads. What was I doing? Where's clamp? Can we just kind of do one of these deals? And that's definitely not going to get a good seal. You know what I could probably do is heat the tip of this up. It'll slide right over there and then it'll conform. One sec. So, pretty sure the igniter on this is toast. Yep. Either that or I feel like the tube might have actually gotten tapped down, but we're going to give her a shot anyways. Okay. Oh yeah, this tube is toast. Let's see, because this is MAP gas, so it's really supposed to be a lot better of a flame than that. But we are going to basically take this hose, I'm going to give it a very light heating, because I'm not sure how much I can actually take. And I can't regulate this flame at all either, which is not great. Okay, we're going to try that. Try and slide that bad boy on there. Oh yeah, much better. There we go. Okay, so now we're on here, and we did forget to put our hose clamp on, so we are going to shut this torch off before we blow our eyebrows off. We are going to undo our hose clamp here. Slide that bad boy around there. It was supposed to a long time ago. Okay, so then I think this retaining ring comes off of here. And we are going to pop it underneath here. Yep, there we go. It's like it was meant to go there. So we're gonna plug this bad boy in here. Throw that on the ground. Check. Throw that back in there. Throw this back in here. Put it back where it belongs, which is a first for me. And by where it belongs, I do hope you understand that that means back in the pile of junk that it was sitting on top of before. I did at one point about 6 months ago, well, 8 months ago now, have this shop completely clean. Then my son was born and all hell broke loose. From what I read, for 1/8 inch stock, you want, why? So I was having this problem on the other one too. There's no, oh.
No, God!
Don't at me, okay? I'm stupid. That's what this is. That's what this is gonna be. Anyways, I read somewhere that 20 pounds and 30, oh, you know what? I should probably tighten this other hose clamp, huh? That'd probably help that leaking. 30 pounds of pressure and 20 amps. That's what it was. We're gonna go up to 30 pounds of pressure here. We are going to get the flammable gas away from here. Okay, so as many safety violations as I make on this channel as the years go on, welding is the one thing I will not mess with because you lose your eyesight. I'm already losing my hearing, I don't need to lose my eyesight, I'll just say that. Do that quick. This is a long cable actually, that's kind of nice. Now, there's a pretty good chance that this pops my breaker. Like I said before, my electrical's not really up to snuff. If that's the case, then we're going to be in kind of some trouble because I am going to run out of cutting discs for that trailer before I have another patch cable right there, cool. Before I actually get to do what I need to do. Take this stuff off. I don't know if you can see that at all, alright? Well, you're going to need to see the vise actually, because I think I'm going to stick something in the vise, move that radiator before I blow a hole through it. That'll be a future video. We're replacing the radiator on my Volkswagen Rabbit. I should be able to cut through this little piece of window frame steel that I had before. Okay. I think we just turn this on. I've not actually even messed with this yet. So I think we've got the switch on the back, which should turn us on. Yep. I think this is just our amp meter. Yeah. We're gonna go up to, well, we're gonna leave it at 16 to begin with. We're going to pop some gloves on and pop our clamp on here. This is probably not clean enough to actually do this. And hopefully not start the shop on fire, because I do have a bunch of shit right here. I probably should move, but I'm not going to because why would I? Alright, we're going to try this. Probably should put gloves on, at least one. Alright, well it turned on. Time to start a fire. Cool. Hey, that actually worked pretty well. I think what the problem there was is that I had a little bit too small of an amperage running through, and my ground was not very good. I'll show you guys here. And I'm learning on all this stuff too, so if you've got tips on stuff, let me know. I'm sure there's charts I could read. But we actually cut that little hunk of metal off there. I don't know if we can... Yeah, we cut that little corner off there. Try not to touch that without burning my finger. That is about 3/32 thickness of metal. and I was on 16. I think there's supposed to be a tip, like a guide somewhere around, which I don't seem to have, at least right here. So, I mean, I call that a success. I think that's pretty good. I would like to see, you know what, I'm going to try and grab probably a bigger piece of metal real quick, and we will see what kind of cut we get on something thicker, because the trailer that I'm working on over there is not only rusty metal, painted metal, but it is also about almost a 1/4 inch thick, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, either that or the duty cycle on that thing, which, in case you're unaware, the duty cycle is basically how long you can run the machine before it either is going to pop your breaker or overheat and have to shut down for a couple minutes. The duty cycle on this thing with my tiny little breaker over here might be pretty abysmal with thicker metal like that, especially running on an extension cord. If you can help running any sort of equipment on extension cords, I would highly recommend against it. If you have the option to plug it right into the wall, do so. If you're going to run it on an extension cord, don't do what I'm doing. Run it on a thick, heavy gauge extension cord. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and find another piece of thicker metal here. I've got all kinds of shit laying around from blacksmithing, so I'm kind of wondering what that sputtering was. I think what the sputtering might have been is either not enough air pressure or I'm getting water through the line, which I would not be surprised about either. I had some, oh, you know what's probably sitting right back here. I could try and cut this pipe. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try and cut through this pipe a little bit. This is probably 3/16 pipe. So I'll try and cut through the outer wall of this and see what we come up with in terms of, I'm going to probably crank the amperage up just a little bit. I am not the world's greatest welder, I'm not the world's greatest anything, so, you know, bear with me on all this stuff, I'm learning. So, we're going to attempt to clamp onto that pipe.
Oh no!
We're going to fail pretty hard. I'm sure there's a welder out there who is about to shit his pants about what I'm about to do. So, maybe don't tell him. So we're going to crank this up to 18, 19. We'll give it a shot. Hopefully you can still see what's going on here. Okay, so that's pretty boogered up. I'm guessing it's because the first time I tried to do it, it sort of just liquidized the metal rather than melting all the way through it. So I'm thinking the general name of the game is going to be get a better ground, run a little higher air pressure through it. I'll do some research on that tonight. The trailer video is going to be coming. I've got it's a pretty long video. Like I said, the length on these is going to be pretty experimental because I honestly don't know exactly how long everybody's going to want everything, especially if this is like a farm vlog thing where you're coming along with me for projects. I am not sure what the best form is going to be. I know shorter videos do better because people like to just, you know, set it, forget it, and then watch for 10 seconds and leave. But I personally enjoy things like Junkyard Digs and Pole Barn Garage, which I'm going to mention again in the video tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me. And those are hour-long videos, which I really like because you kind of get to see the whole process of what happened, and you can see what happened start to finish, not just skipping around pieces and parts. So that's probably going to be a 2-part series on the trailer because I got to figure out how to attach that axle to it, and we're just going to kind of play it by ear. So hopefully people, you know, hopefully maybe a couple of people will watch this and give me some feedback if you're into that kind of thing. Let me know what you'd like to see, what kind of projects you'd like to see. And I kind of did a walk around the other day, but I ended up getting rid of the footage. But I've got all kinds of projects around here that can get done, so whatever you'd like to see, kind of just shoot me a comment, and yeah, I guess we'll talk to you later. Until then, have a good day. Bye.